I don't know if you can see the TV over there, but got some background videos, some little music. I doubt you can hear it because I can barely hear it. But that's just so you can still hear me playing. So, one of my favorite artists, George Watsky. Oh, he's amazing. But we'll talk about that in another video another time. This video is about something that's dear to me and very close to me. A teacher from my Achieving College Success class asked me to do asked me, not just me, the whole class, to describe an aha moment in our class. And my aha moment relates to something that's been going on in my life for a long time. And I've expressed it to a few people, not to a lot of people, but to a certain group. And it's always helped me just a bit, but never to that point where I feel it won't come back again. But so I feel like maybe putting it on YouTube and getting it out there might help. So my aha moment was in class. She asked us, "What is your aha moment out of this class? What will you take with you after this 8-week class?" And I'm like, what will I take from this class? I will take the lesson we learned about how our minds work. Our minds work in different ways. You always talk to yourself, you know? You're always talking to yourself. But you got the critic, you got the defender, and then guide in your head, okay? That guide is the one in the back of your head telling you exactly what to do and telling you the right thing to do. It's pretty much right here. Whenever you do a bad thing and you feel it in your gut that it was wrong to do, that's the guide. Now, the critic, well, he's telling you to do the wrong thing. He's like, no, go do that, it'll make it feel better, blah, 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 blah. He's pretty much the crap end of the stick. And then the defender, he defends every action you do. Sometimes it can be good and sometimes it can be bad. No matter what, though, he defends whatever you do. So that's how that works. And that's what I'm going to take with me from that class, Achieving College Success. And the reason I'm going to take that with me for a long time to come is because during my whole life, I've gone through rough times. I'm hoping I don't tear up. I shouldn't, because I've said it enough times, but I might. Let's just put it this way. I've tried committing suicide countless times. It all started in high school. My parents didn't want me going to public school because of the things going on at that current time, and they didn't want me getting in trouble. So they gave me the option of going to a private school. I chose yes. It was hard times because it was expensive for my family, but I still made it through, and I tried saving my family money wherever I could with service hours and service work and getting scholarships. Still tough. But during my first year, I was friends with most of the sports guys. Then they found out I wasn't playing football and basketball. They found out I decided to do tennis and golf because a doctor told me I couldn't play in physical contact sports anymore because I had staph infection and I almost died because of it. So now I'm here still, and they just told me I can get it again if I do physical contact sports. So then these guys started making fun of me, and the one thing, it's like, they'd always ask me weird questions, and I'd be like answering them thinking they were being cool and talking, and they were getting information on me to make fun of me, to attack me, to destroy me. And what it was one day, one of the guys, I'm not going to name any names, came up to me and he goes, "You're Jewish?" I'm like, "No, I'm not Jewish, but my aunt is Jewish. She's married to a Jewish man, and I have Jewish cousins." So next thing you know, they didn't believe anything I ever said from there on. How the nickname Jew Boy came along. If you've ever heard the word Jew Boy, it started back at Roncalli Catholic High School in Omaha, Nebraska. I would go anywhere to any sporting events at other schools, and people would be like, "Oh, you hear about that Jew Boy?" I'd be like, "Yeah, that's me. Please don't say things like, oh crap, you're the one that started about?" So that's how I know it was started in my school. What would happen is every day they would just find reasons to make fun of me, and it was just nothing, things I was used to my whole life, and I could just pitch out the window, you know? But then they got bigger and bigger, and like they would threaten me, they would threaten to kill me, they would threaten to do other things, and it's like every day after school I'd leave, they'd be on the football team, and they'd be walking across the street to go to practice. And they would just throw footballs or golf balls at my car every time I leave or something, and they'd be yelling faggot and random names like that, just very demeaning names. Well, I got over that, but then it was like they would just get to me. So one day, one of them, a group of them actually, thought it'd be funny to just push me around in class. They threatened to beat me up. They tried tipping my desk, threw me on the ground. And actually, that's what happened pretty much. And then my teacher thought it was a joke, so he started laughing. And it's like exactly what happened was they threatened to kill me. And what they said was, "You Jew boy, we're gonna set up a cross in the parking lot outside, and we're gonna burn you. We're gonna hang you on it just like Jesus died, and you're gonna die just like him. We're gonna burn you." And they started dragging me out into the hall, and then it stopped. But it was still like, why would you even threaten that? Why would you even say that? And it went on for 4 years. 4 years. And I believe it was, yeah, my sophomore year, I tried committing suicide in the school bathroom. And what I did was, I took my belt, we had to wear uniforms and I had a belt, and I linched it around my neck, and I threw it over the bathroom stall door. Well, I couldn't hold it up and pull my own weight and kill myself, so that didn't work. But I guess what my thought was, my guide was telling me not to do it. But when you're doing something bad or something's hurting you, your critic and your defender overpower that guide and you can't hear that guide. So my critic was telling me, they're doing wrong, you need to teach them a lesson, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so I'll kill myself. And maybe that'll teach them a lesson not to mess with other people, because they'll see my dead body hanging there. Well, that didn't work. So then my defender came in, and he's all like, yeah, they're being wrong, but you shouldn't do this. But then he kept going on both sides. He was like, don't do this, and he was like, do this. And he kept overpowering because the critic was telling him to join his side. So it was like, I might as well try. So then I tried again a couple months later because it kept going on. Same thing, didn't work. So it just happened. And it was in the bathroom in the stall. So during finals, I believe it was my sophomore year, I couldn't handle it. They kept making fun of me. I was struggling with my finals. The stress, everything was getting to me. So what I did was I did the same thing, but in my bedroom at my house. Put it up on the door, closed the door. I was hanging there. And it was sad. Like, now that I look back on it, it's sad and it hurts me that I did that, and I feel ashamed, but at the same time, I feel powerful and I feel loved because I'm still here. But what happened was I hung myself and nobody was home. And I knew I was going to die, and I knew it was going to work. And surprisingly, my room is above our garage. We have a one-car garage, and it's right above it, and our garage is rickety and old. So my dad came home from work early that day and opened the garage. And it shook my door open, and I fell to the ground. I was unconscious, fell to the ground. And if my dad didn't come home early, I would have never woken up. I would have died. Because I was unconscious hanging there, and any longer without breathing, it's common sense, you would die. So from there out, everything I do, I thank my dad for keeping me alive. He might not know that he saved my life, but he did. And just by opening the garage and coming home early from work one day. And then, so I quit. I'm like, there's a reason to this. God wants me here for something, you know? And I don't mean to talk about God and preach religion, because that's not what I'm here to do. But he must want me here for something. He loves me. I have a plan. And now that's why I dedicate my life to, I want to go in, like I said in the first video, real estate and going in further and helping disabled families and with getting homes and stuff. So I feel like that's my goal. That's what I'm here on earth to do, is to help others. And so then I tried one more time, I believe, 2 more times, 3, yeah, 1 more time, total of 4 times. And this last time, I didn't relate to being made fun of, but it related to relationships. And that's a tough situation. Every relationship I've been in, I've either been cheated on or something's come up and they just can't tell me the truth and they have to lie to me. Well, this last girl, she quit texting me for, well, let's start with the relationships. First girlfriend, sophomore year, quit texting me for a few weeks. Took her to an awesome concert, Owl City. Hate that band now, I hate it, but it was her favorite band, so I took her to it for her birthday. Got her like 4th row seats. It was an awesome concert, but the guy had a cold and he stunk. So, personal opinion. And she wouldn't dance with me. She was texting someone else the whole time. I just felt like she didn't care anymore. But I wanted to make the relationship work. Because my philosophy is when you're in a relationship, you're in it till it ends. And you might end up marrying that girl, but that's what you got to play in a picture in your head is, if she's the one, why don't we make this work, you know? So that's what I do with every girl I've dated. And so after it, we go home, and I give her a goodnight kiss. 2 weeks go by. Nothing. No text, nothing. I'm at work one day. No phone calls. Her best friend calls me and is like, how you feeling, Cole? Sorry. Take that back, cross that out. She's like, how you feeling? I'm like, fine. Why? She goes, oh, you're not upset? You're not hurt? I'm like, why? She's like, you don't know, do you? I'm like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? Your girlfriend just broke up with you. She told me at church she told you, but she didn't. So, I think it was a trick for her best friend to do the dumping. And then, because she was with someone else, rumors went around school that she was banging guys in the bathroom at the mall. Other rumors went around that she was just cheating on me with other people. I don't know what the truth is. But now me and her are becoming friends again, and I forgave her for the things she's done wrong to me. But still, then I had another girlfriend, and she didn't want to kiss me, so we just stayed friends. And then this one before the one I'm with now, we had plans. We actually wanted to be together. We planned on being married and everything. And she was planning on going to a college out near me so we could stay together, which I didn't tell her to do. I told her to go wherever she wants. But then she quit texting me for a while, just like the first one. And I don't know what happened, but one day she just texted me, and she's like, meet me at Taco John's. And this one, I bought her freaking awesome seats. They were like 13th row seats to the Brothers of the Sun tour. Oh, it was an awesome concert. But, and that was her Christmas present. And we were going to go that summer. And, well, those were expensive. Mucho dinero. And, she just texted me, meet me at Taco John's by your house. I'm like, okay, what's going on? We start talking. She says, you're going to college too far away. I can't be with you anymore. That was 6 months that I was leaving for college that she decided to say that. And I'm like, we can work something out. We can figure this out. She says, no, it's too late. It's over. I'm like, okay. So I asked her if she still wanted to go to concert. No, take your best friend. Do something else. I'm like, do you just want the tickets? No, you keep them. And I was heartbroken. Like, me and her, we were together twice, and this was the most we were together, the most intimate. It was like 7 months, longest relationship I had. And it was during winter time, like right after winter, maybe January or February, I'm not sure exactly which one, but it was still snowing out and cold. She hurt me so bad that day that I tried flipping my car. I didn't want to commit suicide again, but how I did, I truly did. And I was going about 80 through a 25 zone in my neighborhood, and I decided to jerk a turn. I jerked it, and you know what? Want to know what happened? The big guy up there saved me once again. My car started tipping. What did I hit? I hit snowbank. Car tips right back over. Perfectly fine. No scratches, no damage, nothing. And it's awesome, the power that guy can do, you know? He saved me again, and I thank him every day for that. And so now, I'm with the girl of my dreams, been together for a year and almost 2 months. Something's going on here at school. Oh, they fixed it. It's like fire alarms, but it wasn't, so that's weird. But anyhow, so, then, I'm with this girl, been together for a year and 2 months, I believe on tomorrow's 15th, on Thursday. Yep, Thursday. It'll be a year and 2 months. And she's amazing. I love her. And from there, this beginning of the school year, her ex-roommate, I guess, now is one of her old friends' roommates, but they're not friends anymore. Sounds complicated and confusing. Yes, it is, but does not matter. This guy, her ex-roommate's fiance, boyfriend, husband, whatever he is, I guess I touched her on her shoulder the first day I met her, and it was, I think, because she had earbuds in and she was listening to music. So what I did was I was trying to get her attention, tap on her shoulder and be like, hey, see you later. Well, I don't know if her roommate twisted her around or whatever, but her man started threatening me with, he's telling me these stories about how he burns people's hands and he does all this crap, and now he wants to do it to me. He came up to me one day and he's like, so, guess what I got in my car? I'm like, what? Welding equipment. You want to come with me? Do a hands-on project? I'm like, no, man, I got to get to work. He's like, oh, okay, well, it'll just be real quick, just you and I. I'm like, if you're this into welding, go to our welding department. We got a good welding program here. He goes, no, I just want you and me. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to work. See you later. So then I reported that, and I got him kicked out of the dorms and everything because you threatened me. I don't want you threatening my family. And everybody that lives in the dorms with me is considered my family. This is my house. I want you out of my house. So I got him out of here. And then they wanted to press charges, assault charges, against me. And I'm like, what's going on here? So the cops got involved, and I didn't know what to do. He's an ex-Marine. She's a girl. I started going through my head that I got to kill myself again, commit suicide again, because I'm going to lose. I might be telling the truth. I might be completely 100% honest, and I am, truthfully, all the way to the point. I am telling the truth. And I thought I would lose if this went any further. So I went up to my advisor. I'm like, I gotta kill myself. I don't know what to do. And she's like, no. And I took that advice, the critic, the defender, and the guide, and I started contemplating. I started processing. And I just went, actually, can you get me a counselor? I want someone to talk to. I need to get this crap out of my head. So it's not the first thing that, when danger comes my way, it's not the first thing that comes to my mind is to commit suicide. But it's what happened. So I got a counselor. We talked for about 2 weeks, and now if I have any problems, I'm supposed to call her right away. But I'm feeling awesome inside now, and I just wanted to let this out, and I wanted to say thank you to you. I want to say thank you to my friends, thank you to my teacher, thank you to the Heavenly Father, thank you to my father, and thank you to you people watching this and supporting me. I love you all. And that's what this video is about, and I wanted to just fill you in and let you know. So thank you so much. This helps me a lot, just getting this off my shoulders and off my chest. Please subscribe, view my videos, friend me, whatever you want to do. Comment in the block boxes below. See you later.